Hannah, our foster care coordinator, approached me and let me know that a litter of high need puppies had suddenly come into our care. Unfortunately, they didn't have their mum. It was a very large litter, and it was decided that we needed several foster carers to look after this litter because they are so intense and need so much work. Puppies at that age need bottle feeding every 2 hours. They need to be toileted, they can't see, they can't hear, so they're highly dependent on their carer. So I agreed to take 2 of the pups. We were able to find a foster carer who was able to take 4 of them, and my colleague Tina was also able to take 2. I've fostered many animals over the years. It was the first time that I'd had puppies of this age, and it was really different to any of the litters of baby kittens that I've had. These puppies really were highly dependent on me. It was funny how quickly I took on the role of neurotic mother. I remember the first night, I hardly slept all night. I was listening out to all of their little noises and their whimpers and their cries, and getting up every 2 hours to feed them. So I did have the puppies until they were 8 weeks old. The first few weeks were really tricky. I was lucky that I had a big support network at home. My husband and my mother-in-law were able to help me looking after them. I work full-time, so that made the daytime care quite tricky, but my mother-in-law was able to take Poppy and Axel during the day while I came to work, and then I took over the night feeds.
Oh, I missed you.
Luckily, the 2 pups that I had were really strong and they were little fighters, so we didn't have too many scares or health problems with them. It's always a little bit of a risk with pups this age, but I had a lot of support with the foster care team and our vets at our Sydney shelter. Even though I have animals at home, I have 2 staffies at home. I'm still able to foster. They love all my foster animals. Chevy and Belle really welcomed Poppy and Axel into their home. Poppy and Axel really bonded with Chevy and Belle. Normally they have their mum that I guess can show them the right things and the wrong things to do, and Chevy and Belle really stepped in and took on that role for me. Yeah, it was pretty special. This story had a really happy ending. All of the puppies that were out in foster all went on to become healthy little active little puppies, and they all came back to the Sydney shelter, went up for adoption, and they were all adopted really quickly. I mean, in like the first 3 or 4 days of being back at the shelter, they were all adopted out to loving families. Bringing them back to the shelter and knowing that I was leaving them there for good was super hard, but I knew it had to be done, and my husband and I discussed whether or not we could have 4 dogs, but yeah, we couldn't, and I knew they had to come back, and I knew that there were homes out there and people out there to love them and look after them, and we were just the bridge to get them from having no mum and into their forever homes. Being a foster carer as a staff member of the RSPCA obviously isn't compulsory. It depends on if you want to, if you have the time, if you have the lifestyle and the housing situation to support it. It's something that I find very rewarding, and it's something that I can do outside of my existing role, and it makes me feel like it's just that little bit extra that I can give directly to the animals. And I know that if I wasn't working here, I would be a foster carer anyway. So my husband and I will definitely be fostering again very soon.